All right, Hans Themistode, FightHype.com, here with Jorge Linares and Matteo. I think I said his name correctly. Hopefully I
Got
didn't.
it. Yeah,
But how you guys doing today, man?
very good, man.
All right, perfect, perfect. So, want to first start off with Matteo talking about his gym. I know he has a if I'm not mistaken, I believe he has the biggest gym or the biggest following on the East Coast. So if you could just go ahead and kind of talk about that a little bit to let the whole audience know, man.
For sure, man. So I got the largest facility here on the East Coast right now. Maybe nationwide. I got 55,000 square foot of space. Probably one of the biggest boxing gyms around. But we also have some of the best fighters that are coming in through these doors on a daily basis. Floyd Mayweather's doing his camp here at the moment for this exhibition fight coming up this Sunday. I got Big Baby Miller training here, representing boxer. Clarissa Shields was here beforehand. So we got a lot of big names that come through, and we have a lot of upcoming fighters that are just signed to my boxer management team. And Jorge's just he's become part of the management team as well to be with us to be able to, develop and create some great fighters coming out of this facility. And there's just so much more I can get into, but yeah, Jorge's made his home here now in Miami officially, and he's now with us at Boxer Gym.
Cool. That sounds really dope. I didn't even realize you had all that many fighters, man. When I'm in the area, hopefully you're gonna let me slide through, man. Hopefully.
For sure, for sure. Yeah.
But would love to know, man. And in terms of I know you said Floyd Mayweather's training there for his exhibition fight.
Yeah.
How did that relationship kind of like come about? Because I know he usually trains in Vegas, even though the fight is in Miami, but how did that kind of come about?
So Floyd's been coming back to Miami for quite some time. He actually got a house out here in the islands in Star Island. He actually came to my old facility, which was probably about a year and a half ago. I had a small 3,500 square foot facility, and just through relationships that I got in the boxing world, we were able to link up, and he just loved the facility. Floyd can be a picky one on where he wants to train, but he decided to pick my gym in Miami. So he's made Boxer Gym his home when he comes to Miami, to be able to do his training camps and have his, quiet time because he trains early hours of the morning, like 1, 2 p.m.,
Mm,
2 a.m. Sorry.
mhm.
And now with the new facility that we got, he's made it, yeah, just so comfortable to be here inside a Boxer Gym.
Gotcha. Jorge, would love to know, man. Since Floyd is over there, you guys are kind of the same size. You get a little bit of sparring in with Floyd, man.
Yeah.
Do you ever get a chance to get like a little bit of sparring in with Floyd or not really?
No, never. I never do that because I was in Japan more
Mm,
than United States. But for example, I made a lot of sparring with Marco Antonio Barrera 20 years ago.
mm,
With Manny Pacquiao so many times. I was in Manila, yeah, 2 times to working with him, 2011, 2012. So, but I was waiting to have the chance to have sparring with Floyd long time ago because he lived before in Vegas. He still live in Vegas. I live in Vegas too before. So
mm,
and now also I have maybe more than 2 years I didn't see him
mm.
like a face to face to say hello and everything like that. But he have exhibition soon. So I think soon maybe we can train it together. We never know. So now we in the same gym. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to do that one day, because I like him. I love him long time ago. I support him. I was his fan long time ago. So if I have the chance to train with him, wow, that's amazing,
Yeah.
amazing thing.
Look, man, if all I need to know is if that sparring session happens, just give me a call. I gotta swing that. Just
Yeah,
let
but
me know.
that's the funny thing. So you never know. So one day maybe Floyd he can call me. He said like, oh, let's make an exhibition. Why not? You know. So I I think they can happen, or Manny Pacquiao or Marco Antonio Barrera. So we retired. He retired already, but he still do something in boxing. That is amazing. So the people love that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Floyd loves fight hype, so I'm pretty sure he'll see this video. He'll see the message, man. I'm sure. So would
Yeah.
love to know, man. Would love to know, like the whole Ryan Garcia calling out thing, man. Like, where did that like kind of come from? It seemed like it kind of came out of nowhere. So was that something you were always thinking about, or how did that come about?
Everybody was like this is coming from 2 years ago. We say before the fight what I made with Morales
Yeah.
the same day two years ago in the forum Los Angeles we fight the same day. So Ryan Garcia and myself. So And that time I was talking with Oscar de la Hoya, and he says, so after this fight, we can make the fight. But I killed this guy in 4 rounds. So he said, no way. We need to wait a little bit because Ryan Garcia, he's not ready to make fight with me in that moment. So after 2 years, I call him now to make the fight. So he don't have any excuse, you know? He don't have any excuse. So the thing is, he lose the fight. He may go fight with Jorbandes. He come from lose. I come from lose too. So I think this is the best moment to make a fight.
What did you kind of think about his performance? Did you think that he quit? I know it's, you know, a good amount of people saying that he did quit. What do you think, man?
He have good talent, but mentality, he don't have, he's not the boxer can make something plan very quick, middle of the fight. You know, I think he training hard, you know, he do amazing video for YouTube and blah blah blah. I can do that shit too. You know, how many videos we can make in one day.
Oh yeah.
You know, but the thing is what he do, or what I can do in the middle of the fight. You know, what he do in the fight with Gervonta? Nothing. Nothing. You know, he don't win only 1 round. He lose all the round. He don't do any good combination. He depend only with the hook, and he's thinking he wanna kill the guy with the hook, and he received that big KO. You know, so that no down. So that's the thing. Boxing is because how fast you are, not how you power you have. You need to be very intelligent in middle of the fight. You need to make a strategy plan middle of the fight, not before. You know. So because every boxer can change the style in 1 second, in 1 round.
Yeah.
So as the team, I respect his talent. He has talent, but he don't like to go to different level. He don't like to learn the corner, to talking, to have that connection with the coach. You know, the same thing what we have right now. I have amazing connection with Mateo. When I make sparring, I have that connection with him. I do whatever he tell me, you know. So that's the thing in boxing. So, and Ryan Garcia, he don't have that.
Would love to know, man. Obviously, you think that you'll win the fight against him anyways, but how exactly do you see it kind of playing out? Do you see it more like a chess match, tit for tat, going back and forth, or do you think at some point you'll just end up catching him and putting his lights out?
You know, I think for example of me, I have a lot of experience, so I'm all already. The thing is, I'm trying to make amazing fight with the best, with the best lightweight or super lightweight. You know, so that's why. So I think this is the best moment to make fight with Garcia, with this guy, Rolly, or Lopez, or the Australian guy, Camposo. So I think can make amazing show with that, you know?
Yeah.
So why not? So I was 4-time world champion. I think this is the best team we can see in the real boxing, because you know how boxing changed so much. More now is more business, more money, more show business than boxing. You see the decision of Loma and Haney.
Yeah.
See the decision of the Venezuelan guy and Rolly. So you know, boxing changed a lot, but it's the people. That's why we receive a lot of comment, a good comment in the last 2 videos about the to make the fight with Garcia, because the real people like boxing. They comment in positive thing always. They want to see this fight from 2 years ago. So now I'm waiting for Ryan. I'm still waiting for Ryan 2 years ago.
Do you think that you'll knock him out if you guys fight, man?
I have the timing. Because I have the timing.
You saw with Loma and Haney. He caught him.
I training. I'm very honest. You know, I like to be honest. I'm training very hard, like what I do right now with Mateo, and I finish my training camp in Las Vegas or somewhere with with the same team or with good team. So, I have the timing to make the KO, I can make the KO because I have the timing, I have the tempo.
What do you think about because you mentioned them, Rolly Romero. Want to get both of you guys input on that. How do you think a fight between yourself and Rolly would play out? He was losing that fight against, 40-year-old
He's not the same. He made very bad fight of the last time with the Venezuelan guy.
Yeah.
So I can make fight with him too. Is this fights not happen with Ryan? I wanna tell him too. Why not? I can make 140 and we can make that fight.
Do you think Gervonta has changed him? Like because he's only like 26, man. He's only like 26,
For
27.
me, the more strong and the more best fight right now, 120, 135, 140, Gervonta State. Very honest. But the thing, what we can see now with Gervonta, I don't know when we can see him again in the ring. So this is the best time to make fight. It's one day I can have the opportunity to fight with him. Why not? I think it's good fight too.
I think we sort of see it like, I think it's a great opportunity for sort of like Ryan Garcia to, redeem himself from the last fight that he had and to fight somebody like Linares that does have that resume, that fought Haney, that fought Lomachenko.
Yeah.
And right now, as we speak, he's been in training mode and people are just going, damn, you haven't aged in the ring at all. Like you still got it.
Nobody wanna see Ryan Garcia to make tuna fight.
Yeah.
Honestly. He needs somebody like me.
Well,
so is he wanna be in different level? He wanna be is he wanna come to be in the best 140, close to the best 140, he needs to fight with me.
So let me ask you this then. Because I saw on your Twitter account that you said something like, I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but you didn't say it exactly like this, but it was something like, you're trying to give the fans one more really big show, and to me, it kind of comes off like, I want to give the fans one more really big fight and then I'm going to retire. So is that what you're kind of getting at? Like you want to get into one really big fight and then hang up your gloves, man?
Listen, so the thing is, it's hard to retire. It's hard to be retired when you see or when you saw something fight like last one or Ryan Garcia, Rolly.
Yeah.
So I can see him. I can see in myself. I can have a lot of chance still now. No matter how old I am, I have a lot of chance. So the thing is, I'm trying to make one more big fight, but you never know. What about if we make rematch?
Yeah,
I can do that too. What if I can fight with Roll and Garcia too, or Garcia and Roll? So I can do that. So, but the thing is, this is the best moment. I don't want to win too much. I don't need to win too much.
Okay. Question. This one will be for Matteo. When you look at who Linares has fought, he's fought like all the elite guys, has like a bunch of like really great wins, like a lot of great wins. Yeah. But if you look at his last two performances against, I can't even pronounce this guy's name, Zohara Hamaz or something, and Zahur Abdulev. Like in years past, I don't think anybody would have expected Jorge to lose to either of those guys. Like never. So at this point, is it kind of like, okay, you have to like look at your fighter and say, okay, maybe you arm it the same, or maybe it's something that he's not doing in training that led to those losses. Like which one, like how do you kind of differentiate that?
I believe so that, fighters go through a certain moment in their lives where they sort of have a downer, or their team at that time weren't preparing him correctly. When I spoke to Linares, he wasn't going through a great stage in his life where the team that he had at that time wasn't really preparing him correctly for what was coming. That's from what I know. We only just met, how long ago? A month? 3-4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And ever since then, he's been sort of on the low, just taking care of his family and stuff like that. And then as soon as he came to me into the facility, he started training, and then a whole different person just sort of came out of it all. He started getting into a whole different mood and routine, and he was just bringing the best out of him in the last couple of weeks. And it was something that a lot of us boxing enthusiasts saw, and we were like, oh my God, we ain't never seen this before. This isn't the Linares that we saw last time. This was the Linares that we saw that fought all the top dogs back like a couple of years ago. You know what I mean? So I think when it comes to your question, your team and whoever's surrounding yourself at that moment, and we could see it, especially with like what happened with Ryan and all these other fighters, they have these times where they do not perform the way they're supposed to perform, depending on how the team is. As of right now, Linares has got a very strong support system. It's very powerful. It's very supportive, and everything has just changed for him in less than a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We resurrected Linares. We did.
Okay.
So by the last couple of days, from all the reactions and all the boxing media, all the boxing people, enthusiasts, the fans worldwide from Japan all the way to South America and all the Latin community, it's just been crazy and absolutely a great positive response. They're very supportive about it because they see what's going on with him at the moment.
Gotcha. Great answer, by the way. Linares. Okay, so obviously you're saying that, you want to fight all of the top guys, and a fight against Ryan Garcia, it's probably the most lucrative, the most money you can make. But when you look at a guy like Rolly and how he won the belt, and he was down on all of the scorecards, and
yeah,
let's just be real, that was a bullshit ass stoppage. You know what I mean? But he does have a title now. You know what I mean? And fighting Rolly, if you pick up a win against Rolly, you get a belt and you make a lot of money as well. Is that more enticing than fighting a Ryan Garcia?
I'm not thinking about money. I'm thinking more to make amazing legacy. To fight with the best 135 or 140 right now, to make amazing fight, and that's it. Maybe I can make another fight, or maybe I can make exhibition. But the thing is, I cannot retire if I don't finish in good way. So if I don't do the thing what I want to do. My dream is this: to make amazing legacy. I make a good name. I was a 4-time world champion, but I don't care about I don't care about I want to be champion again. I don't care that. I don't need that. And I don't need to be a millionaire in boxing.
He doesn't need to validate who he is. I think that's what he's trying to say. Gotcha. I think more so he wants to finish his career with a great legacy and to be able to perform
and show the people what we do right now.
Yeah. Especially showing the people what he can do. And especially bring that experience to the ring, to the youngsters, and to be able to show them that, look, man, you dance with one of the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's see what you really got. I'm gonna bring the heat and I'm gonna bring the smoke. That's what it's coming down to.
Yeah. Makes I
think you know what it is. He's been watching what's been going on and just sort of being in the dark and on the outside and just observing. And then now it's like flicking a switch on somebody, and he's just flicked the switch and just sort of gone a little bit psycho in the gym.
Yeah.
He shaved his head today, and he's going all in. So it's like he's being activated right now, as we say. He just been activated. He ready to go. He said he's ready to take on anyone from the 135 to the 140. He even said to me today, it was like, look, man, if I gotta knock out Rolly and get that belt and then fight Ryan, I'll do it. Yeah. But we going straight for Ryan right now.
Gotcha. That actually is perfectly into my next question. I know that you're like really humble. You don't really like to talk trash or anything like that. But when you look at Rolly and you saw, Barrasso, he was about 40 or 41, and he dropped Rolly with a punch that didn't really seem like it was that strong. But I mean, I wasn't in the ring, so I don't know. But it didn't really seem like it.
I think Rolly is not the same as the last fight when he lost. His chin is not the same.
So do you think you can stop him?
And his mentality is not the same. So that's the thing what we need to see in Ryan Garcia when he come back. I think that's why he.
Do you think you can knock? Do you think you can knock out Rolly?
Oh yeah, why not? Why not? I don't need too much power. I need too much power. If I have the timing, the timing to catch him, I can kill him. So you see, this guy. He take the fight 3 weeks before. Come on.
Yeah, you can't compare Linares to the fighter that Rolly fought against, and he's Venezuelan too. Two different levels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Linares jumped in the ring the other day for the first time. Like it's been like what 6 months?
Yes, more than 6 months.
Yeah, and it was only the second day of training, and he just jumped in the ring, put his headgear on, and he sparred with one of the guys that just fought Antonio Tava Jr., who's 12-0 with 11 knockouts, and the other guy is Harold Calderon, who's fighting for the WBA Eliminator title.
I know him. Yeah.
And he's one of our fighters here at Boxer. And he gave him some serious work. They were like, bro, you look like you're younger than before, and performing in the ring. So that's sort of how everything sort of triggered. Yeah.
Gotcha. Just two last questions for you, man. Ryan obviously, but after the fight with Gervonta, he got rid of pretty much his whole team. Now he's with Derrick James. What do you kind of think about that relationship? Do you think Derrick James can take Ryan to the next level?
We don't know. We don't know. So that this is another team. It depends how much connection they have. It's the same thing what I have with Mateo, what I have with my brother, what I have with Ismael Sala. It's not the same connection what I haven't before with Freddie Roach, for example. I lose 2 fights with Freddie. So it's depending a lot of team. Is this guy, is Ryan have good connection with that coach? Maybe they can work in well. Yeah. But it's not good when you see somebody like Canelo or like Ryan or like Jorge Linares change so much a coach. That's not good, you know. Yeah. So that's another thing, and how he can come back in the next fight. How strong, more mentality than physical, because he's fast. Yes, he has power, but mentality is not good. It's like something is very bad mentality.
Gotcha. Okay, and I also just wanted to touch on a little bit of like the Haney and Lomachenko thing. I know you've talked about it like 2 million times, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. But just in your opinion, man, because you're a guy that when you in 2017 when you fought 2016 when you fought Anthony Crolla in the UK, you know, it was a pretty close fight. Anthony was the favorite, but you went over there, you won the fight, and you know, a lot of people were saying, "Yo, run it back," and you were just like, "All right, cool." You ran it right back, and then you picked up the win again. In your opinion, do you think Devin should run it back, or you're just like, he picked up the win?
No, I don't think so. Is that fight happen again? We want to see the same decision. Anime decision, and he can win again.
I gotta ask you, because you was at the fight and you said Loma won.
Yeah, no, but that's the team. That's the team. What we saw in the fight of Camboso. They fight 2 times, Haney and Camboso. What do you see? The same shit. You know, so nothing new. So I feel bad because honestly, Loma win the fight. He won the fight.
Gotcha.
But you know, Loma is old right now. The top rank, maybe they don't want to be too long with Loma. They don't want the rematch. It's a lot of things. And Haney, he wanna move to 140. And he wanna give it to all the belt to Shakur. That's what I think. I don't know. Maybe Shakur can make fight with Camboso. We never know.
Do you think Devin would beat Shakur if they fought? Or do you think Shakur would beat Devin?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, Shakur, I think.
Got it.
But the problem with Haney is the weight. He cannot make weight.
So let's just say, you know, he can make 135 perfect. He's not compromised, anything like that. You know, do you still think that Shakur would beat him, or do you think if Haney is 100% on weight, he can beat Shakur?
No, I think Shakur. But depend where. Is it in Vegas? It's hard.
Just my last question for you, man. If you could just kind of like explain to fans, because you know some fans would be like, you know, Jorge's older. He has 3 losses in a row, but you know, if I'm not mistaken, in like about maybe like 10 years ago or so, when you lost to Antonio DeMarco, 11th round knockout, and then you lost to Sergio Thompson, 2nd round knockout, back-to-back fights, and then you went on to win like friggin' 13 fights in a row. Like, you know, if you could just kind of explain
to I make 6 defense.
Exactly.
And I make 6 defense. That's the thing. That's the thing where the people understand myself with my career. I was a world champion, and then I lose, and I up and down. That's the team. So the motivation what I have right now, the thing what we do right now, we can be a champion is I want. It's the pain of me. It's not the people. And the people trust me.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You see all the comment what I receive on Instagram and Twitter, more positive than negative.
Yeah.
So the people feel excited to see Linares already. So why not?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the support's just been insane. Like the phone calls that have been coming through have been non-stop on our phones. And people are actually really excited to see a fight like that, just because they know what he brings to the table. He's one to just come in and just work and be very active, you know, and people want to see action. They don't, you know, they want to see action, but an also calculated action fight, you know. I think the question that I have for you is, would you want to see the fight?
with Jorge and to me, I want to see Jorge. I
was Rolly.
Yeah.
To me, I would want to see him fight Rolly. That's just me though. I would rather see him fight Rolly as opposed to Ryan. For some reason, I just think you and Rolly, I think it's just a more fun fight, man. I just think so. But that's just my opinion, man.
So you think him having a fight with Rolly, he beats Rolly and then has the fight with Garcia?
Oh, for sure. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah. But to me, it just I guess I just look at it because, you know, I've seen Jorge at like a bunch of fights. I've interviewed him a lot. And I just think, you know, if he believes that he can beat Rolly and, you know, Rolly kind of had like a little bit of a BS decision and whatever, just, you know, go for Rolly. And I think it'll be a really good fight either way. And Rolly talks a lot of shit, man, and he punches really hard. So that's a fight that I would want to see, man. I like Rolly, so I would want to see it.
I can be, I tell to Mateo already from last week, is we still training? We continue to train like this, what we do all the time, every day, I can fight with anyone. I don't care. Anyone. So I want to be ready. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I want to be ready. So is I have the chance, is I have the opportunity to make fight in August or September, late September, I can fight with anyone.
Gotcha. Look, guys, really appreciate you guys jumping on. Really, really appreciate it. This was fun. You know, we definitely got to do it again for sure, man. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Take care, guys.